Alright, I guess it is working. It just said it was trying to connect. I guess I am live. Give me a second to share this. I always use this. It's Palo Santo. I had to give a disclaimer. You can get them on our site. It's a shaman stick. It's to clear the energy on my feed. Go ahead and share this video. I will be giving away activation today. I'm going to be doing energy mandala cards too, so if you're going to want a card, go ahead and drop your name. We have some wonderful lunar energy right now. So I see that the internet's being a little bit slow for me. Bear with me. Give me a second to post this. I'm going to have to close this out. Yeah, make sure you're sharing this feed. I have some really good news, and then I'm going to get to cards. Give me 1 second to open this. It's kind of crazy how they have it set up to share all these. I like to use moon energy, as you guys know, to manifest things that I want into my life. It's a very powerful energy for healing, for manifesting, just pretty much for anything you want. It's an amazing, beautiful energy today. It's really high vibe. It's really intense. My advice is stay grounded. If you're not handling the moon energy good, if you're feeling ungrounded, get out into nature, unplug. Okay, now my phone is working. If you're just logging on, share this video. I'll have like 2 more shares. I had a little distraction getting on. Alright, go ahead and drop your name now if you're going to get a card. If you're not catching me live, if you're catching me like on replay, you can still go ahead and share this video up for like a full 24 hours till I pick the winner. Like I just picked the winner from yesterday right now. So you have like a whole day to share it. Get this video out there, share it. We're trying to wake people up. We're trying to help expand people's consciousness and heal humanity. So try to get this video out there if you can. Share it. Drop your name for a card. We have some really beautiful, intense energy that we're working with today. And I just want to remind you guys to drink a lot of water. You guys see me pounding liquids. I do every day on a daily basis because water is a conductor to the other realm. It's also an energy conductor. So I really burn through a lot of liquids, but you guys should be too. It's the best thing you can do during these energy shifts. If you guys are feeling like ungrounded, things are coming up, emotional, it just really means that you have more healing work to do. When I first came into union with my twin flame, we would argue a lot during lunar storms. We would fight, argue, things like that. But as we healed and got past that, we get along really great and it's real smooth. And I love these moon storms. I just kind of jump into them and I work a lot during them. But when I first got into union, we had a lot of healing work to do. So if you're arguing, you're not getting along with people, things like that, get grounded, get out into nature. You just have more healing work to do. The moon kind of amplifies everything. So a lot of people will complain they have like aches, pains, things like that. It just kind of amplifies anything that's already there, emotional and otherwise. So it's really bringing a lot of emotions to the surface. You can always tell when you go out in the matrix, there's always lots of traffic, accidents, crazy things happening, sicknesses. Everyone kind of goes a little crazy during these lunar storms. So just stay grounded right now. Spend more time with yourself and your thoughts because like I keep saying, every thought is a manifestation and will turn into something. So stay really high vibe right now. Volcanoes have erupted in Peru, Ecuador, and Indonesia. Along with these storms, we always see a lot of seismic activity, earthquakes, volcanoes, things like that. It's just kind of part of the cycles. And as someone who's learning and teaching about energy, I'm really learning a lot about how these cycles influence the weather and things like that so that I'm able to predict things that are happening. And it's becoming kind of like easy on a monthly basis because we're just going through these kind of cycles over and over. We have Israel is headed towards a 5th year of drought. We see these kind of signs happening all over the place, though. We're seeing floods and droughts worldwide in many different areas. We now have a stink bug invasion in Chicago. I was saying yesterday how they have rats as well. And along with these kind of pestilence comes plagues usually. We have Tropical Storm Nate. It may strike the United States Gulf Coast as a hurricane Sunday. Funny, not a lot of people are talking about these things. But the UN chief said, quote, "Scientists say extreme storms will be the new norm," end quote. Robots are replacing fast food workers at a new Shack Shake. Thousands flock to the false messiah in Siberia. This is that Russia guy who says he's Jesus. And me and Sparks watched like a documentary on this guy before. Because, I mean, he was straight like saying he was Jesus. And, you know, they were asking him kind of crazy questions. And he was actually answering them like he really thinks he is Jesus or whatever. Is telling people that. And a lot of people are flocking to this area in Siberia right now. An asteroid measuring between 30 and 100 feet is said to pass Earth in October. We talked about this yesterday. It will pass at a distance of 1,000 miles. That's about an eighth of the distance to the moon. This makes it one of the largest close approach asteroids to brush past Earth this year and presents NASA with a valuable opportunity to test out its planetary defense systems. Yahoo has now made the news. We had 3 billion accounts breached. It involves every person ever who had a Yahoo account, which is probably all of you guys, because I'm pretty sure everyone probably had a Yahoo account at some point. This is very similar to the Equifax breach we just had, though. I'm going to be doing cards now, so if you want one, just drop your name. I'll insert this in here too, that if you guys need me after. Our website was down more like 5, 6 in the morning though when we were working on it, but it's back up. We had it back up by like 9 a.m. Because we've been trying to update our servers and stuff because we're getting a lot of traffic on our site. So it was kind of slowing down the site, giving people like store checkout issues, things like that. So we're updating our servers. Our site should be working a lot better now. We've been doing like major work on it. If you guys need me afterwards, the link to my site is above. I do all sorts of readings. I do like medium readings, psychic readings, but I most identify as a healer, and I do activations. I teach Reiki and do healing sessions of all different kinds. I would really check out our activations and chakra openings. Highly recommended. And any energy work you're doing right now, it's like the perfect energy for it too. I can't wait to get off of here and start healing for the day. I already have some activations that I'm going to do. And I'm really excited because I've been riding high on these energy waves all week long, like getting so much done, connecting with a lot of you, and just doing really intense divine work, and it's amazing. So I feel really good. I feel a little tired always because I don't sleep as good during the moon storms, but I feel really good. It feels like a calming, real healing energy. It feels beautiful. I'm really excited to shift into fall here because we get a lot of like foliage. We already are. I live in Pittsburgh. And so the leaves are turning. I'm excited because things will slow down now. Things slow down in the winter time and in this half of the year. So I'm really looking forward to that, like coming more to a zen, like grounding pace. Let's see. My comments are going haywire. Kimberly Benton. Yes, geoengineering, we all know, right? Surprise, right? Big surprise. My thing is that I don't want to draw people to me that are still sleeping or choosing to sleep. And usually there's such a vibrational dissonance that those kind of people can't stand me anyway because I'm always talking about energy and healing and all this stuff. I had someone tell me the other day that I'm sort of like a born-again Christian because I'm always talking about energy and lifting my vibe and healing myself and things like that and just the way the matrix works. So I think I kind of annoy those people anyway. But my goal is, and I'm real clear with my intent on everything, that I want to draw my soul group back to me that's already awakened, has their third eyes open. So I really believe that I'm drawing the 144,000 light warriors of Atlantis back to me in some capacity so that we can come together, so that we can heal and strengthen this grid. And it's pretty amazing to be lighting it up every day and healing with you guys. These cards are a little bit weird. I haven't done them yet, but I'm going to be like rotating cards and keeping it a little bit less boring. So these are chakra cards. You're working on your sacral, and I keep on saying this over and over. All of the divine feminine is working on that chakra in this life, just because of where we're at and how things are this lifetime. So work on your sacral. I really like tools for spirituality. There's like little tools. We all have our toolbox anyway, and we have everything that we need for this journey. You guys don't have to learn anything. All you have to do is meditate, tune, and learn how to tune in yourselves. You guys don't actually need any knowledge. You don't need anything. You have everything that you need. But there's little tools that we can use to kind of enhance our spirituality. A lot of people like crystals. I seem to be kind of collecting them. They just keep on coming to me and finding their way to me. So I really like crystals. They're powerful. People will say they're not, but they're powering all of our electronics and all sorts of things. So we can use crystals. I'm really into essential oils for healing as well. I am pretty knowledgeable. We have like chakra oils too for each chakra on our website, which are really good. Those are good tools. So I like crystals. I like essential oils. I really like sage and burning shaman sticks as well. I like incense a lot. I like to have my space a certain vibe and a certain vibration. So there's little tools you could be using. This is a necklace that we have on our site, and it is actually a meteorite. And it's one of my favorites. It's Campo del Solo. And it's pretty amazing because it fell in Argentina, but it has space. It has a space frequency because it's actually from space. A meteor is a shooting star. So it fell here from space, so it has free space frequencies, and it's attuned to space frequencies. So it's really good for making extraterrestrial contact, but it's also really good for accessing the Akashic records. And a lot of you guys know that that is the energy I'm accessing. A lot of people picture it like an actual room or a library you can dig around in. But it's actually, it's more like an energy, and when you reach a certain frequency, you'll be able to enter it or access it. So this is really good for accessing the Akash records and getting you to the right vibration. I like it. I wear it like a lot, or I have another crystal I'll wear depending on what I'm doing and if I need spiritual protection. So start using these little tools around you that you guys can look into, just little spiritual tools. You guys should be saging your houses, purifying. But search for the truth that lies behind beings and things. Search for the true face behind the mask in all circumstances, behind consciousness of oneself, so that nothing is not in accordance with the self may manifest itself. Silence, sobriety, inner awakening. And that's what I'm telling you guys to do. I'm telling you guys to stop paying attention to everything around you that you're not even sure if it's real. Who knows, really? A lot of people are freaking out over the Vegas shootings. Who really knows how it actually happened? I mean, I have a pretty good idea, but then I try putting it out there and people come at me like, where's your proof? So I just don't even go there. So why don't we try to instead focus on the things that are real in our own lives? And I will tell you guys what that is. Those are the relationships that you have in your life with the people around you, whether it be someone in your soul group, your family, your children, your friends, your lovers, whatever it is. You guys have these real relationships. You know what's real in your life, the things that are actually influencing your everyday life. So if it's not really affecting you, try to unplug from it. Try not to be thinking about it or have it in your consciousness. Try to stay really positive and just start thinking about what you guys want right now. What do you want to manifest? And as your third eye opens, you'll be able to see through everything. For a long time, I was following what people were presenting only, and it kind of led me real astray. So now I pay attention to people's energy, and your body's like a barometer. So if you're around someone, they'll either make you feel really good and uplifted, that's what I want to do with you guys, or really drained and like you'll be real tired after having a 5-second chat with them. So pay attention to yourself energetically and how people are making you feel. Selman Gore. Harmony. Mastery of just and sound relations, perfect health, inner balance, soundness of judgment, reconciling, apartment contradictions, development of a kingdom of an inner and outer space. And you are working on your crown chakra right now. And that's amazing because that's your connection with source. I was just telling someone, a lot of you guys are conscious parenting, which is amazing. If you guys have kids that are still taking baths, start putting salt in their baths of any kind. I don't care if it's like Epsom salt, Himalayan, whatever kind of salt, any kind is good for kids. Start putting it in there to clear their auras. Start giving these kids crystals to play with. And reminding them that they can heal with their hands and teaching them about energy, because kids are a lot more pure than us, so they're more connected to source. My whole mission right now is to purify myself and my inner temple, and it's an ongoing process, but kids are just naturally tuned in and connected to source until they kind of unpurify. Brittany Duncan. Okay, you are working on your crown as well. And you are working, your word is birth. Inspiration, new possibility, renewal, rejuvenation, challenging oneself positively, light at the end of the tunnel, hope, capacity to get through difficulties, and perseverance. It takes a lot of hard work. We have to change our lives now, and I don't know if you guys are like me. I'm assuming you are, and that you guys might have made kind of a complete mess of your lives because we were living unconsciously. So I didn't just come here and like do my dream life. I had a lot of obstacles and tests and lessons. So for me, it looks like I woke up, and I'm now trying to kind of untangle the web I kind of made, and I'm starting with a blank slate, and I'm trying to create what I really want now. So I spent a long time really living unconsciously, so it's going to take a lot of work for us to once we wake up, to build our dream lives. So just keep putting in the work, just keep working at your vibration, and you're going to draw really high vibe things to you. Marsha Kelly, you have a friend in Flint, and they're thirsty in need of water. A lot of people are. Water is becoming a precious commodity. Food and water, a lot of people used to invest in gold and stuff, but food and water is probably the most valuable commodity right now. You're working on your heart chakra. Steadfast. Awakening and reinforcement of will. Steady and clear inner force, supported by leaning on the fruits of experience. Realization of works and clairvoyance. I'm not the only one who has gifts, who has spiritual abilities. All of you guys do too. I'm drawing very gifted light workers and healers to me. It's pretty amazing. So we all have our own unique gifts. It's really amazing. To better access these, we want to raise our vibration and purify ourselves, because then we become more of a pure channel. So just keep on working on healing. Work on your heart chakra. Janelle Tripp, hello from Vegas. I like to go earlier. I'm getting a late start, so I'm probably reaching more United States people, but usually I go a couple hours earlier, and then I try to reach like a kind of a worldwide broadcast. So I'm reaching a lot of different people in the United States. It's really nice to see you guys on my feed. Discipline. Creative power of rhythm, health, vitality, wholeness, energy, gratitude, application, setting in motion of what one believes to be true, favorable atmosphere. I spend a lot of my day in gratitude. So if we're manifesting today, like I said, right, until tomorrow, we're going to want to focus only on what we want right now, because it's going to materialize. So for me, I spend a lot of time in gratitude. The best way to manifest is to be grateful and to feel content, like you have everything. I think we're always trying to fill these needs all the time, and when do we ever stop and just be like, wow, I'm grateful for what I do have. So once we can really reach that authentic gratitude in our daily lives, things start to shift and change for us. So try to spend some time being grateful. I wake up every day and pray that I'm grateful just for another day as a light worker. I'm grateful. Good morning. I'm like, good morning. Every shower, right, in the morning. Good morning. Thank you for giving me another day as a light worker. That simple, right? I'm grateful just to be alive another day, because I've had kind of a crazy life, and I have died several times here. So I'm grateful just to be alive. But it's a really good practice. If you can wake up and be grateful, it will actually rewire your entire brain and do amazing things for you. So spend more time in gratitude. Try waking up in gratitude. It really will just shift things in your life. And if you don't have anything to be grateful for, just be grateful you're alive. Lori Eiger. Dignity. Bravery, honor, righteousness, finding strength in oneself and maintaining it. Keeping one's head above water no matter what happens. Knowledge in the strength of true prayer. And this is your throat chakra you're working on, which is pretty amazing. And a lot of us are. And that's really the empath chakra. I know the solar plexus is too, but so is the throat chakra, because a lot of times empaths feel we can't speak our truth, and we kind of bite our tongue with things. And that really blocks up our throat chakra, because we're not speaking our truth, basically. Terrace ahead. Self-observation. And you're working on your sacral as well, which is no surprise, like I keep on saying about the sacred feminine. But it's really amazing energy for this, because it is a full moon. So when you get off of here, just work on your solar plexus and your sacral, because you're working on those too. Get outside, play around with maybe with some orange or yellow crystals. Discernment. unable to be delivered from one's enemies, breeds calmness, patience, feelings mastered in harmony. That's what I'm learning how to do. I'm learning how to master my vibration, and as I'm doing, everything else in my life is just kind of falling into flow with it. So I'm just working all the time at mastering my vibration, raising it, and vibrating as high as I can on a daily basis. That's what I'm always working on. So just keep on working at staying high vibe, and everything will shift for you. It just takes some work. Missy doesn't get a card. I get a weird audience on here. I get such a weird mix of audience and such a weird mix of people on here. So I do see a little bit of negativity, but mostly I see all like 1,000 positive comments, maybe like 1 or 2 negative ones. I just try to ignore them. Fiona. I'm going to be checking my messages today. I'm a little bit behind on them just because whenever we have these full moon storms, I work a lot and I try to unplug from everything a little bit other than my site. So I'll be here from my website. I check my website all day long, every single day. But I will be checking my Facebook messages today and tomorrow and catching up on them. I try to like step back until after the moon energy. So Fiona, you're working on your sacral chakra. Clear and inspired mind that finds a solution to all its problems. Wealth, prosperity, shared happiness. And we have this beautiful life force energy that emulates all of us. It is a chi energy. It's a pranic energy. Some people call it a life force energy, whatever you want to call it. And it really emulates from those, from your sacral and your solar plexus chakra in those regions. Take more salt baths. You're very empathic. Get outside into nature. It will really clear your aura. So will salt. Tara, yeah, we get a crazy energy on the moons too. I've already seen like the second I woke up, everyone all crazy, ungrounded, freaking out, snapping out at people. So you're going to have those type of people today. Just ignore it, vibrate high, and keep control of your vibration. Don't let anyone else control it just because they're having a rough time. Those that are not spiritually in a good place will be the worst too. Will they come ungrounded the most because they have a lot of work to do. You're literally working on your throat chakra and your heart chakra. And this is Tara. You're resolving conflicts, joy of living, peace and richness in a relationship. And you are just working on becoming that unconditional love that we were meant to become. That's all this matrix is about, is love and us perfecting ourselves, purifying ourselves and getting back to that actual divine pure state that we started out in. So as your heart chakra is expanding, and it's open, you're really drawing people to you like a magnet, which is beautiful and amazing. I do all of my work from a very heart-centered place. I'm very authentic with people. I'm very compassionate. I'm trying to become more and more compassionate, but I do all of my work from a really heart-centered place. Just be authentic and do everything from an authentic place, and things in your life will just go amazing. And you're going to be able to connect more and more with people. Nicole Hart, good morning. I know, rough energies today. I was like, I don't feel like going live, but I have to. So it's a rough energy today. I always love it. It feels really amazing to me, but I can see some people don't enjoy the moon storms and really freak out every moon. That's why I always work more, because a lot of people really like can't handle the energy and start freaking out and having all sorts of things happen. So try to stay high vibe and manifest good things with the energy. You are working on your third eye. Goodness, freed from sorrow and the annoyances of life, present and blessings from the sun, enables to realize anything. We're learning how to see through the illusion, and I know that some people think I'm completely crazy, like that religious fanatic that was just talking about heaven and saying there isn't another realm. I just want to say that I know a lot of people aren't seeing what I'm seeing, and like that person just isn't going to be able to see my perception because they're not at my level of consciousness. It doesn't matter what I would say to them, they're just not going to comprehend it. They're not ready for my message. But there are the people that are ready for it. There are the people like you guys that have your third eyes open, that you guys are seeing the same things as me. We're seeing that these are just orchestrated events all around us to control humanity, take away rights, things like that. Just the same old, same old. But a lot of people are seeing the same things as me, and that's what's amazing. Those are the people I vibe with. I don't care about the people who are not ready to awaken and are choosing to sleep. There are many other realms. There are many dimensions. There are actually infinite dimensions to the person who's just waiting to go to heaven when they die. That is a soul trap. There are many dimensions. Actually, I came here to bring heaven on earth. with my twin flame, I'm going to create heaven on earth right here. Heaven hasn't been created. We actually have to co-create it with each other if you are pure enough to make it to that dimension or that realm, because there is a gateway and it requires a certain purity level. So if you're just waiting to go to heaven when you die, chances are you're not going to work on yourself and do what is needed, and you're just going to come back here and keep coming back here on a reincarnation loop. So I prefer to use my time by purifying myself, detoxing my mind, body, and soul, raising my vibration, and tuning into these places because there are higher dimensions that you can live in learning right here. So I think that's really amazing, but we have to unlimit ourselves. There are other dimensions and realms we're accessing right here. How many of you guys are dreaming at night? This is a good one. How many of you guys are dreaming in any capacity, waking up, maybe you don't remember a lot of it. Maybe you just have a feeling you were somewhere else in your sleep. Maybe you don't really remember it. Maybe you're having glimpses of it. Maybe you're having out-of-body astral experiences. Who knows what it is? I think we all know there are other realms because we're visiting them in our sleep. So I know there's a lot of people that will tell you that's not true, but there's many other realms, there's many other astral worlds, astral dimensions, things like that. And I think a lot of us are tuning into them on our own and finding them and accessing them. So just aim a little bit higher. I know you had to unlimit your mind because if you don't believe in these places, you're not going to be able to find them either. The thing is that this reality is the same as the dream world. I had to go on a rant, sorry. This reality is the same as the dream world, and if we could unlimit our minds, I could be able to materialize anything into the physical right here just like I could in a dream. So if I'm in a dream and I want a hot dog, or I don't eat hot dogs, but if I want to materialize a hot dog to eat, I could literally materialize it into my hand, literally. Anything I want, I can just imagine it into existence. Well, that's how our reality is here, and we used to be able to do these things when we lived in other civilizations like Atlantis and Lemuria. I think we remember kind of being able to levitate objects, create things. The pyramids were actually created with minds, so we could create and materialize out of nothing. I'm trying to unlimit myself, and I'm honestly not sure if I'll ever make it to that point, but I think I might have kids that will, because I will be able to raise them and unlimit them myself. So if you could really raise your kids consciously, we might not be able to make it there because we've been so indoctrinated. We could really free the minds of our children and break these chains. So it's something I'm working on. I know a lot of people, this feed maybe isn't for you. I'm only trying to draw those that are awake to me, those that are open-minded, and you know what, I don't care what religion you are, because I vibe with all the religions. I see the truth in all of them. I see what's wrong with all of them. So this is an open feed for people of all faiths, believe it or not. I don't care if you are really Christian, Catholic, whatever religion you are, I don't care. This feed is for people of all faiths. I try to leave mine out. I personally think that extraterrestrials might have made people, and I know that my beliefs, my spiritual beliefs aren't for everyone, so I kind of keep that out of this. And I really want to come together in unity and stop separating and dividing and, you know, having people throw Jesus at me and tell me I'm going to hell and call me the Antichrist, because I want to come together in unity. These religions, that's the problem. They're dividing people. My faith is right. You're wrong. I'm going to heaven. You're not. You're going to hell. And you know what? We need to come together in unity. And we need to break the chains of all of this oppression. So stay here if you have an open mind. If it's not for you, go ahead and turn it off. If I'm too slow giving you a card. Candy Coronat. I had to go on my rant. Sorry. You're working on your throat chakra of royalty. Success and victory through self-mastery and through union with a higher world. The higher world I keep telling you guys about. Easy success. The path is open. Friendship, loyalty, and those surrounding oneself. Victory over what oppresses us. And that's pretty much what I just told you guys anyway. We're being oppressed, and the keys that we need to access these higher dimensions are really easy. Love, heart chakra, throat chakra, truth, and wisdom, third eye. So they're not really that hard to access. A lot of us we're not speaking our truth, and we just had our throat chakras and heart chakras blocked up from grief. And now we're opening these chakras, and we're accessing these higher realms, these other worlds, these other dimensions, and it's pretty amazing. All it takes to have out-of-body or astral experiences is an open third eye. That is your gateway to the cosmos. Once your third eye is open, you can pretty much travel anywhere in the universe. And go see anything that you want, literally. So it's not that hard to access these other worlds. You guys are going to see more and more, like less glimpses and more the real thing. Lindsay LeCowan. Let's see. You're working on your sacral too, which is a really popular chakra today. That's the orange one. You're working on mastery. taking one's life in hand, discovery of a world within solitude, letting go, concentration, self-control, keen energy, open horizon. And that's all these systems are doing, is taking our power, because we're co-creators and we could be creating heaven on earth here and creating our dream worlds here, right here. Like, we each have our own universe and we can create anything that we want. Well, we can easily manifest. We actually don't have to be slaving away like we are, and things could be much different. So we're taking back our power. And that's all that these religious institutions, all these political institutions are doing, is taking our power and harnessing it and feeding on it. So it's time we take back our power. And we do that by taking back your sexuality, your purity, and by unblocking that sacral chakra. If we could get out of those first 3 chakras, humanity would be at a much better place. Lindsay Marie Hickman, you are working on your crown chakra, receiving and offering. Love of others that is deeply thought and organized. Benevolence, intelligence, happy realization. Conscious and enlightened choice. Enrichment by impregnation of souls. That's a really beautiful card, because we're trying to connect with other people. I'm trying to have real connections. My soul just can't do the fake, superficial kind of conversations anymore. And kind of connecting without a reason. I'm looking for deeper connections. I'm looking for more of a meaning in my life. So get spiritual, get outside, pray more, work on your connection with source, work on your crown chakra. You can eat purple foods. We're going to need more like live foods, more fresh foods, fruits, vegetables, things like that, and less other foods. Caitlin Batters, good morning. Okay, so we are working on your sacral. Lightness, dance, success, luck, hope, good omen, being vulnerable, and elusive. And this is like the theme of the day. I was thinking that maybe it would be the throat chakra today, just because of the moon energy. I like to guess which chakra we'll be working on. The Divine Feminine is working on their sacral chakra this moon. We're working on taking back our power, because the Divine Feminine has a different asset and a different set of gifts. And I would say the Divine Feminine is more intuitive usually. Usually guys are more logical, the Divine Masculine anyways. So we're more intuitive. So we've really been suppressed. If you notice, all those religions have a theme that the Divine Feminine has been suppressed and taken out of all of these religions. And you know what? It's about duality and balance, and we're going to bring that aspect back now. And for the first time, the Divine Feminine is really taking back her power, standing up, having an equal role in everything, including ascension, and it's pretty amazing. That's really what was missing this whole time, was that feminine aspect, that nurturing, intuitive aspect that we all need. And this is how this is all won, through love. And you can't have just love. You can't have love with just the masculine aspect. It doesn't work that way. It's about balancing both polarities. So the Divine Feminine is really working on taking back our power, standing in our truth, and becoming that lighthouse that we all are. Jennifer Hart, you're working on your sacral as well. Inner light, mystical feeling and experience, inner voyage, open-mindedness, tolerance, love of the other, trust in one's own perceptions, trust in life, unexpected help, innocence and inner ingenuous, free and natural happiness. I really think that we had to go back to looking at things as we would if we were a child, but without all these preconceived judgments and snap decisions and things like that. We should really be looking at things with more of an open mind, because then you're closing doors. That person who literally just gave me the Jesus rant just closed a door in their face, unfortunately, which would have been a pretty miraculous, amazing ride if they would have just walked through the door. So out of fear, we're closing opportunities and probabilities right now. We have infinite choices, infinite probabilities. We can do anything we want. That's why, like, if someone's trying to see their future, you actually have infinite possibilities to do anything you want, and it's up to you to choose and put out the right vibes and to create it. So I'm trying to teach people how to take back their power, but if we keep on making decisions out of fear and from a judgmental place, we're just going to be blocking our options in life. The universe is trying to help you, not punish you. It's always trying to help you create your dream life. So try to have a more of an open mind. Try not to view things through the lenses of your religion next time. Try to look at them with an open mind, and then maybe later you could talk to me me about your religion and it would have gone a little bit better, you would have got far through with it. So stop inserting your own judgments and try to have an open mind. And that goes for everyone this moon, because every moon I see a lot of judgmental people coming out, and that's amazing. That's great. Things they have to work on. But I'm not going to take that baggage from them. So really look at what is coming up for you guys right now. A lot of people are projecting stuff everywhere. Take a look at what is yours and what is the other person's too. Rachel Mace, you're working on your crown chakra, consciousness, my favorite word, right? I don't know, my God is more of a conscious energy, and it's debatable what gods a lot of these people are praying to, because I think there might be a lot, or some gods they might be a little bit scared of if they could see what they really look like behind who they're praying to. So consciousness is a word that I love, and a lot of you guys should too. I always think of consciousness because we always have one consciousness. We only have one consciousness. I've seen these things with my own eyes. I've been shown a lot of things. Through visions and things like that. So we only have one consciousness. The individualization of perfection, carrying within oneself what it believes to be true and giving birth to it, realizing it in one's life, nourishing what is beautiful in oneself, taking care of and arranging one's inner dwelling, being original. The only temple I believe in would be our bodies as a temple. I know a lot of people like to go to church for that religion, but your actual temple is your body. That is your ark. That is your coven. So we need to take good care of it, because Jesus isn't coming back. Christ consciousness is an energy that we can access right here and right now. You're meant to be Christ consciousness. You're meant to be a beacon of light, just like he was. And I really like, if you want to get biblical, someone always tells me that verse that we'll do even greater things than Jesus, and I really believe that. I really believe that he left early and didn't really finish his mission in the way that we could. So we're still here. We're still evolving. We're still growing, and that's an energy that is also called Krishna consciousness, and it's really familiar in many different cultures. So it's really amazing how all of these religions have one theme. And are really talking about the same things. I was looking at like some Christian text on someone's post the other day, and it's amazing because they're talking about these same things as these Hindu religions, the exact same things, different words, and I'm not even sure they know what they're talking about anymore. But it's pretty amazing to see these same energetic themes that they're talking about. Like when you see the sun behind Jesus, it means their crown chakra is open. That's why you see Mary with the sun or the flowers or lotuses. You see those in many cultures. We see that in Egyptian cultures as well with the lotus pictures. Those are all talking about the crown chakra. We see snakes symbolism. We see that a lot in Christianity, the snake in the beginning and things like that. They're talking about Kundalini energy. When they're talking about the horsemen in the apocalypse, the seals are the chakras. So a lot of this stuff is written in code, and a lot of people don't even know the meanings anymore. But they're actually a lot of the time talking about our body and our energy and these energy centers. So that's why I always go over and over them with you guys. Lisa Kelderhouse, you're working on your sacral, conscious thought, clarity of thought, perception of thoughts, love of philosophy, of study and knowledge, of the beautiful, of the true, awakening of the faculty of thought, light in the form and discovery of the living and acting thought. Suhana, you're working on your solar plexus, enrichment, devoting one's life to a grand idea, greatness of the soul, living while carrying the universe within itself. I try to see where I'm at right now with my lessons. I'm trying to see the creator in everyone. So even though I might rant about you on my video or anyone, I can see the creator in everyone, and I've come to a place where I can actually see that in everyone, and it's really beautiful, and it's making it a lot easier and magical to deal with people. So we have to go back to a place of seeing the divine in everyone. Donna is vegan. And you're working on your sacral. The true man, the true woman. Righteousness, justice, dignity, hope makes bad dreams, sorrows, sadness disappear, bringing revelations. A lot of you guys are coming to me. I'm not sure the status of your relationship, any of you guys, but a lot of you guys are finding me because I am in a twin flame union, and it's like pretty much just my whole mission, and it's amazing. It makes me light up when I talk about it, things like that. I am married to my twin flame now. We've been in union probably almost 3 years, I would say. So it's been an amazing ride, but a lot of you guys are healing so that you guys can get ready for your own spiritual unions, whether it be with a soulmate or a twin flame. Both are equally amazing. So a lot of you guys are working on healing so that you can draw to you that perfect relationship, that spiritual union. So keep on working on balancing your own energies. Work on more self-love too. I'm going to let you guys go on that note because it's kind of a crazy energy. I don't like getting attacked by religious fanatics on my feed, and I feel the moon energy, but I'm going to be here all day. If anyone wants like a private reading with me, you can just set it up on my site. I get right back to you. I can either do them on video chat or phone. It doesn't matter to me. And I'm here for healing work and activations. Share this video. I'll be picking the winner sometime in the morning, and stay really high vibe. I want you guys to use this energy to create things in your life. So make a list of what you want, start daydreaming about things you want to create, anything that you want to happen, and stay away from thinking negative thoughts right now, because this moon energy really makes you think a lot about everything. So try not to think about anything negative at all. Like if you find yourself starting to, just get control of your mind. Think about something high vibe and amazing. We're giving away a lot of activations on our page too, so make sure you like it, because I always try to tag everyone when they win the activation, and it makes it kind of annoying if I can't tag you. So make sure you like the page too. Stay high vibe, and I'm going to be vibing all day around you guys anyway, so